Okay, now we are on YouTube. Let's start. Murilo, would you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. My name is Murilo. I'm 30 years old. I work as front-end developer, and I live in Laguna, Santa Catarina, and I have been studying Talk for 3 months. And in my free times, I like reading books. I play sports. And, I study technology. Yeah, I'm here for improving my English with my friends and sharing new knowledge. Yeah,
Okay,
that's it. And the
awesome. What kind of this sport do you prefer, Murilo? Surf?
Okay.
Or no?
Yeah. First,
Yes?
yeah. Make sure in the past it's soccer ball, football, and now surf. I prefer.
Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
awesome. Thank you, Murilo.
Next year, Felipe.
Yes, Felipe.
Good evening, everyone. Hello, I'm Felipe Fadu. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And I work as a software engineer for an e-commerce platform. And it was Black Friday, this last Friday. So I had to work this weekend. But everything was fine. And in my free time, I like to go hiking, and also I like to ride a bike and stay in touch with nature. And besides that, I'm also trying to study about investments instead of doing
investments.
my
Nice.
paper. But that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Felipe. Luis, what about you?
Well, my name is Luis. I have 28. I work with security. I live in Minas Gerais, in a small city called Martim Campos. And
Martim Campos.
Martinho Campos.
Ah, Martinho Campos, okay.
Yeah, it's really small city, 10,000 inhabitants. Every time I
10,000?
10,000.
Wow.
It's like a neighbor.
Everyone knows each other.
Yes, almost the same family. And every meeting that I'm here, I tell this. I usually talk about it, about this particularity. And that's it. I like to ride a bike. I like to play soccer, but I cannot play at this moment. But I will come back to play in some months, maybe. And that's it. I'm here to improve my English. And so
good to have you, Luis. Thank you.
Thank you.
Leonardo.
Hello, my friends. My name is Leonardo. I am 26 years old. I am economist and master student in economics. I have lived in Recife, Pernambuco, since March this year. But I am almost back to my house in Mato Grosso do Sul. Just like Luis, I from a small city in the interior of the state, the Mato Grosso do Sul. It's called Naviraí.
Naviraí?
Yeah, Naviraí, Mato Grosso do Sul. And I am almost back to my house to spend my holidays, right? The end of the year. But in March, the next year, I intend to regress to Recife to start the PhD in economics, master degree, doctor. And currently, I have been working my dissertation text, and my research is in applied economics, all right? And so I discovered me with an data analytics, all right?
Good.
Because I am needing to learning programming, all right? To make a web scrap in a website where brings databases I need to use it. My research is trying to find a causal relation between crime, all right, and places where criminal organization and irregularly in political campaigns, all right?
Okay.
So my question of the research is to trying to prove if where there are more crime, all right? There are so more irregularity in political campaign, in campanha eleitoral,
Okay.
fraud. Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It is
It's very interesting.
Yeah. I try, and I needed to working with data, right? Python and a lot of things. And I am interested to this subject, technology, and for this I'm here to improve my English. Yeah.
This market is promise. Good. It's very interesting and different from you.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. Guys, let's go to the first question, because the first question is the introduce. Murilo, do you agree that social medias are destroying society? Why?
I agree with you, of course, because social media is not your real life, yeah, and the
Absolutely.
people compare your life with how I like said this. Let me see. People compare your real life like social media, yeah, and
And the
how
judge.
everything is perfect in social media, yeah, people's perfect, and another things, yeah, and I prefer living my real life and use a little bit social media for important subjects, and like LinkedIn and Gmail, receive email importance, and my job. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, LinkedIn is very important for
It's very important. And
our life. It's very different than Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
Yeah,
Or else.
in the past, it's very crazy. I use it a lot in social media in the past, and it prejudicate my life. And I search new knowledge about it. I read books that might helps myself in the past.
I can imagine.
Yeah, and nowadays I remove it of my life.
Probably we will have a lot of people with this problem.
Yeah.
Actually, currently.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Thank you, Murilo. Felipe, what about you? Do you agree that social media are destroying society?
I think destroying is a very strong word. I don't know if it's destroying, but it is certainly changing, right? Our society and the way we have interactions with each other. So it's a fact that social media is changing our society. Why? Because it's hard nowadays to know someone who doesn't have any social media. I think it's almost impossible to not have at least one of them, because no one today will call you, right? They will text you or send an audio. But it's with by WhatsApp or anything else. But we don't even need fixed telephone anymore, right? A lot of houses do not have it anymore. So I think that's it.
Okay. You bring to us another point. Thank you, Felipe. Luis, what about you? Do you agree that social medias are destroying society? Why?
No, I don't know. In fact, I agree with Felipe said, because sometimes when I said destroying could be a very strong word. All right. And in fact, there is a lot of people that are earn money on Instagram, for example. There is a lot of people that make good network on LinkedIn and learn a lot and learn new things. This can help. But sometimes I agree that the way that sometimes we are using this could be dangerous. Even the LinkedIn, if we are comparing the LinkedIn with, there is a lot of professionals, there is a lot of profiles, there is a lot of histories, and sometimes if we are on even on LinkedIn compare with each others could be dangerous too. In my case, I'm trying to avoid social medias in the week, in the weekend, but I'm trying to start to read more books than before. This is my way, because I'm sure that when we are on Instagram, pulling the reels, rolling the reels, this could be very dangerous. It's a lot of fast information on our brain. In my case, I think it's better to try to read a book, some book.
Yep.
Right?
But do you have the apps installed in your smartphone or no?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Yes, I already uninstalled Instagram on the past,
Okay.
but I installed it again, and I'm using on my smartphone.
Okay.
Algoritmo work for us, never get out the Instagram. Yeah. For example, algoritmo stay more movies, reels, how Luis said.
Definitely.
Yeah. How Luis said to the filter contents, bad contents and good content. It's very good too, because Instagram has a good content. For example, investimentos, how Philip's like. Yeah.
English too, for learning English too.
Yeah, for learning. And but
I follow some English teachers there.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's it.
Okay. Leonardo, what about you? Do you agree that social medias are destroying society? Why?
Just like Felipe said, destroying is a strong word, but even not question, social medias gets a bad in a certain measure, all right? The addictive use by Instagram and TikTok were there are too many social medias that I see the potential degree to turn you addictive by them, all right? And the content and the social media, you want to to drop those things not interest for you, but the great part of the people don't make this, all right? Don't see for it, and were exposed to a fully look of the content prejudicial. In the pandemic times, we see anti-vaccine content being disseminated a lot by the social media. WhatsApp, for example, is a particular case in Brazil. I see the oldest people use it more WhatsApp than any social media, and it's prejudicial. Certain groups, the people see the content and don't check it out, and with a malicious content or fake news, the people to see, and from time you people notice that false, many things was happening. For example, I saw recently one research saying that I believe 30% or 1/4 the content about TDAH, all right, TDA in the TikTok was false and contain impressive or false information. All right. And per day was mentioned or tagging TDAH in TikTok more of 2 million times, all right. Per day, man, is a lot of content, many content about, and make the count, make the count 30%, the 2 million, and inclusive between a professional of health. Part of your content was contain bad information, imprecise information. I see that the TikTok mainly health valoriza value, I don't know, worth more the form than content, all right? For this, the people that living with social media needed to make the bad thing, the bad decision, right? Sacrifice the information at cost to at cost of to form, because the one way to make success in the living with social media, right? It's complicated, but yes. And I like LinkedIn too. I agree with you. LinkedIn is very important. I like Twitter.
Yeah, LinkedIn is the better.
I like a lot. In Twitter, in my case, there are many professionals in economics, very many academics, all right. And I saw many job of opportunity and courses in programming, all right, in data analysis, Power BA, in econometrics topics that my area was promoted by Twitter. So for me, it's important because Twitter, in my case, in my bubbles, right?
Yeah. Everyone has our bubble. Thank you, Leonardo. Excellent job. Guys, the next question, Murilo. according to the video, the real world is not as crazy as the virtual. Do you agree? I love this question.
I don't agree because the real world it's crazy as the virtual.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. For me, it's not perfect. It's a good comparison if I said perfect, but crazy for me it's look like. Yeah, and let me give you an example. It's people's making a lot of things in real world that making social too. Yeah, and let me see an example. I forget everything now. But do you understand? That's it, Felipe.
Go ahead, Philip. You are on mute.
If the real world is not as crazy as the virtual, I don't know. Maybe the virtual world is more. Yeah, they are more. I don't know the word. Maybe with a stronger feeling than the real world in the way that
The
people are.
worst things inside the social media.
Yes, they are more like vulnerable to act in the social media because they think that nothing wrong will happen with them. For example, you can debate more and you can tell bad things about each other's thinking that nothing will happen with you. So people are generally more expressive, right? And they would not do it in the real world face to face. So I think it's bad, right? Because it's kind of turned the social networks into a like a place without law, but it's not necessarily right. So it's kind of crazy too. Both are crazy, right?
Yes, but for me, I think the author, when he said this expression, the real world is not as crazy as the virtual. For example, if you post on your Instagram, Twitter, whatever, I like blue, and it's happening. Some people, why don't you like pink? No, I didn't post I don't like pink. I like blue. No, you hate pink. No, I don't hate pink. I think the author wanna say this in this context. I think so,
Yes.
because
people
yes,
to
it's most virtual media, social media.
Yes, it's all like binary, right? Or you hate or you love. No, but it's not that way.
Yes. Thank you, Philip. Luis, what about you?
I almost start to talk in mute, but let's go. Well, I don't know exactly. I think both are crazy. Maybe the social media is just a tool that the people put the feeling that are inside. It's just a reflection of a lot of thoughts that the people have, and they don't have courage to say on real life. Maybe I don't know exactly if maybe it could be an environment more crazy because the people put there all feelings or not. I don't know exactly. Sometimes it seems that it's the case that there is a place that the people are putting their feelings. All right,
Yeah.
I don't know exactly.
Okay, Luis, thank you.
That's it.
Thank you. Leonardo, what about you?
I believe that both words were crazy. All right. Don't you, in your life, for example, Vinicius, doesn't happen that a lot of things you say, oh my God, I don't believe in it. Why? Tipo, como assim? My God, I don't believe it. I believe you only see. You see. Oh, I don't believe it yet. And the two words was connected. The in my opinion, the certain way. But in internet, the things happened more fast than the real life. Real life to buy a beer, for example, or a bread. You need to eat slowly. You need to exit your house, né? Open your door and walk in this walk sides, or make your car if you have, and arrive to the local and make your a buy. But in the internet, you press some buttons and only wait your food, your remedy, your pharmaceuticals arrive in your house in question of the few minutes. But in the internet, the information, the work happened in the internet. Everywhere, everything in the internet happened more fast, but it is not as safe. It doesn't to say that in real life will be don't let be crazy too, because in real life crazy, but more slowly, more calm, in my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Leonardo. Guys, let's jump in the question number 4 and you go to the number 5. Question number 5. Murilo, how do you feel when you are in a restaurant or a pub with friends and they are on the phone all the time?
I'm feeling very young. I try now using my cell phone, mainly on weekends, yeah. And more specifically, when I get out I hang out with my friends for the bar, for example, and this kind of things. I prefer don't use, and I prefer communicate in physical.
Live the real world.
The real world, yeah. It's very important. It's more interesting for me. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yes, I agree with you, Murilo. So do I. Felipe, what about you?
I also don't like it because
I hate it.
Yes, because we are there to talk, right? To be presentially,
Absolutely.
and not to stay on the phone that we can do if we were at home anytime. So there is to do a thing differently and have a nice conversation face to face and be fully presential.
Okay, Felipe. Luis, what about you?
Well, I totally agree with Murilo and Felipe. And we are, I think, almost us here pass a lot of part of our day in computer or cell phone. And then when we go out and we take out with our friends, with our family, we just want to talk, to feel free of smartphones or feel
For
free,
sure.
not just computer, but to share ideas, to talk, to that.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Leonardo, how do you feel when you are in a pub with your friends and they are on the phone all the time?
Usually, I am the guy that stay in the cell phone. Sorry, guys. No, as I said, I live in Recife, right? I am far away from my family, and for me, my family, my girlfriend, are the best, the best thing for me, right? The most important for me, and I needed to see staying tipo, tipo uma atenção, né? Staying a warning with a message anyway to that they sent for me, and I have a custom to answer fast, alright. But existed it. Some people can see me and imagine it, but it obviously when I have friends, I don't use the cell phone or right half time. But I sometimes I need to pay attention because for this detail. All right. My my mother, my father had some problem. My girlfriend had a son, all right, and that for details for these details I need to make attention. But my friends and me inclusive, no, the people of my cycle of friend don't the cost to me. I agree. It is not all terrible. You are on the table of in a bar, in a restaurant, and the people they don't attention for you. It's terrible. And I agree.
Okay, Leonardo, good job. Thank you. Murilo, when it's your friend's birthday, would you rather call him or just text him on his cell phone?
Depends the friends, depends if he will be brotherhood, yeah. I call, but and another friends I send it text message a lot of time. I prefer it not in group. I prefer sending private messages.
Private message.
Yeah, private message. But when my brother live near, I go to physical presence in the I yeah, I do beach day for you in the yeah, that's it.
Okay, I changed in my methods in last year. Yes, last year, 2 years. I prefer to call. I always send the message, but since last year, I prefer to call with my friend, of course. Okay, Felipe, what about you?
For me, this question is funny because I never remember anyone's birthday. And then I will see that the person was the person birthdays after 2-3 days after their birthday, and then I just
The correct question is: do you
forget.
remember your birthday, friends?
No,
Your friend's birthday?
no, I only remember my family's birthday, my closest, the people who I live, and my girlfriend. Only them.
Well, your girlfriend's obligation. You need to.
Yes, that's it.
Yes, I believe so. Luis, what about you?
Well, I prefer to call. I usually to call. When I remember, as Philip said, I prefer to call. In my case, just for the close friends, all right, the more old friends.
Okay. Leonardo?
It's depend of the people, right? Some people, how could I say merece?
I'm sorry?
I forgot what word
question?
to merecer.
Deserve.
Okay. Deserve, yes.
Deserve.
Sorry?
Deserve.
You put on the chat, deserve. Thank you, Luis.
I don't know. I'm not sure if.
But you know, I use it deserve
Deserve is correct.
okay, to refer to merece. Some people for me deserve, all right, a call and a beautiful text, but on others, no. The people the people I import me, I call my mother, my family, my girlfriend. I call and inclusive in the distant, far away. I participated how long this year. I participated how long this year for via video conference with a birthday party of my father, of my mother, all right, the Natalia, my girlfriend.
Okay. Nice. We have more 6 minutes. I think we have time for the last question. Murilo, do you find it dangerous to post your preference on social networks?
Yeah, for me, in my opinion, make sure I don't post photo with my mom, my family.
Mm-hmm.
I try and avoid it, and there are so many situations dangerous. And have it, yeah, and because has a lot of bad peoples in the world, and
Yeah, unfortunately.
yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
hackers too. Then another situations, hackers data, for example,
Yeah, you're right.
publicate my data, or yeah, or na foto that contain my data, for example,
Mm-hmm.
placa of from the car, or document in my, sei lá,
Mm-hmm.
another situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, yes. Felipe, what about you?
I also find it kind of dangerous to keep posting everything that you are doing, what you like, because it's a lot of personal information that it might be used against you. So I don't post almost anything, and I also try to be careful about it. But it's just my way, right? It's not. I do not post not because I'm thinking, oh, it's dangerous. It's just because I do not feel the need to be exposing my personal life to anyone, right?
Yes, I don't like
it
to.
doesn't make sense. So I just keep it to myself.
Okay. Luis, you're a security guy.
Well, I
Your
totally
opinion.
agree with Felipe and Murilo too. I I don't like to expose too much. I don't like to post the place that I'm visiting in the same moment. I don't like. I really don't like. I don't know exactly about dangerous, but I don't like. I not feel comfortable
Yes,
to
expose your
do
life.
this. Yes, exactly. What I'm doing it's just for me and my friends, my family, and the people who I like, and that's it. And I totally agree with Murilo because there's a lot of things that we can be aware before post, like car identification, like documents. It's really we need to avoid these. I'm sure. I'm sure. And that's
Okay.
it.
Thank you, Luis. Leonardo, what about you?
What the question? Sorry, man.
The question is number 7. Do you find it dangerous to post your preference on social medias?
No, I don't believe in it. I believe you must have something you make you happy, right? You like. Of course, you using a good sense, right? I don't see problem in it.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here today. You are the regular people over here. I sent on the chat the survey. Please give your evaluation about our meet, send suggestion. And I hope you'll come back. I'm here every morning on 9 p.m. Any questions before I wrap up? That's okay?
Well, I would like to add some point that I don't know exactly in the last meeting, one meeting that I've been here with you, you asked at the end that if we have some tips about the matter. I don't know, but maybe someday we can talk about the open source tools and not
Open source?
Yeah, I think
Good
could
point.
be good
Okay.
to. Yes, maybe
I'm
I
writing
will.
down it.
I,
Open source.
yes, I
Good
don't know
point.
exactly about the question, but I think we can find a lot
I will
of
try.
questions.
I promise I will try. Thank you, Luis. Felipe, Murilo, Luis, Leonardo, thank you so much. Have a good
Vinicius.
night.